If you haven't noticed, I get bored. I like to always be different. So it's like here, I think tonight I might braid it. Do a fun braid to get them two together. But I'll say that's what's so cool is like you meet other people. Like my friend, she's had her hair half and half, and I was like, I don't know. And then I finally was like, you know what? I really like that. So a lot of us mermaids have fun, funky hair. So if you're down with cool hairstyles, all that, I'm rambling. Also a part of the brain aneurysm. So September is brain aneurysm awareness, you guys, and I just want everyone to be aware. Migraine sufferers, I get it. In ERs, they're like 90% of the case, they're just like headaches. So I understand that, but it's more the suddenness. If your neck is stiff, your eyes, and I understand light sensitivity. I was light sensitive, but it was like so extreme. Like I can't even, it was, and now that I know, I'm like, and that's why when I get a bad headache now, I know I'm like, okay, first thing I like look at my eyes, I'm like, no, I'm like, my neck is not extremely stiff. I'm not talking about when it's tight, because when you're tense, sometimes you give yourself a headache. I mean, it felt like meningitis. I couldn't, you guys, I had to move my body. Like it hurt. And I had to do neck exercises. Like it was seriously just to do this, and it hurt. And then, because I had so much blood still in my brain and built up spinal cord fluid, because then the blood blocks your little, I don't know the fancy terms. I'm not a medical person, the ducts back here. So I just wanted to do this, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to send it to Gage. I'm just going to like upload it, and I'm not even going to rewatch it, because then you're like, oh, this doesn't make sense. Cut that out. I don't make sense. Please comment, ask questions. If you're like, Tawnie, you started to say something and we never knew what happened. So back to what's been going on and why my health was like there. So it was in San Diego. I kind of got into it. I just like, and that's also the problem. You have to get into it, because then you can move on and move past it. And it's not making excuses when you're explaining what's going on. I just feel like when it's like, okay, cool, I don't care. Like, you know, I don't know. So, while we were down in San Diego, that's why if anybody was watching around there, now the pieces will make sense. You're like, wait, you were going to have a party, and then all of a sudden you were just on a train, and like, so very sad. Mermaid B, her father passed away while we were in San Diego, and I want to give a little bit more description, so it's not just like, well, passed away, like that is always sad, but you know, it was very sudden. I'm not going to get in. I don't need to get into the details. It was just very sudden. He wasn't sick. It was an accidental, and then, you know, so it was not expected at all. In fact, that's why, you know, luckily I was able to, while she was getting the news, I was with her son. So me and her son, and that's while we were at La Jolla and the Sea Lions and just having a day. So then, you know, we came back, and she had to break the news. And so I was like, this is family time. Tawnie, get on a train all by yourself. You've never done this. You're going to freak out, but we're going to do it. And I did it. So that's why I'm going to bring you guys along, because you guys helped me do more things. And like even that San Diego trip, I was going to cancel it, because that's also a thing, brain injury. You're like, they don't want to do normal activities. You start to just like not, because I feel like very, it's like sometimes I'm like, yes, this is Tawnie, you're back. And then there's other times where I'm like, who the heck is this person? That is so not you. Like, that's just so weird. So that is brain injury. They say, I mean, in fact, I'm actually extremely lucky that I am over emotional. They told me in the hospital, I remember they said, they go, don't be alarmed. Like a lot of people are very, you just have no emotions there. In fact, in my survivor group, it's sad how many people have been divorced, lost their entire family, because they're just like, the person can't cope with that. This is the new you. Like, this is who I have to deal with. So it's like emotional. Here, let's look at my little thingy. I should look it up right here, because that'd be easier. Duh. Because also memory problems, like anyone, I don't remember everything, and I don't want to give false information. So that thing where, that's why I've been posting with like left side, right side, what things might be affected when your brain. So I thought it was really interesting. I'm going to just read like 2 of them, not all of them. But so the frontal lobe behind the forehead, an injury to this part of the brain causes changes in emotional control, initiation, motivation, and inhibition. An intolerance for frustration and easily provoked aggressive behaviors are typical. Promiscuity and lethargy may also result. An injury to the frontal lobe can lead to the inability to plan a sequence of complex movements needing to complete multi-step tasks, such as making coffee. I showed Patrick this and I was like, read, and he goes, dip, 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 yep. And so, and then this one, you guys will laugh. Temporal lobe is aggression resulting from damage is typically unprovoked and very abrupt. Damage here causes both long-term and short-term memory loss and difficult and new learning, affecting a person's ability to relearn appropriate behavior. Right lobe damage can cause persistent talking. I don't know. So the problem is when you have blood in your brain, like, and they said that they actually, he goes, we couldn't believe, we figured it had ruptured and then had closed itself off. But when they went in, he goes, you were still rupturing. He goes, you were this close to death. I cannot believe that you were, he goes, just wow. So I don't know where the blood, they don't know. Nobody knows. So that's the biggest thing I'm learning. And I wanted to, good, I can bring it outside now. I wanted to show a little perspective. So Mermaid Cove, you guys always see me here. But look, it's not always nice. In fact, the sun usually does not come out until later in the afternoon. Let me try and sit down. Let me make sure. I think that'll be good. So, let's see. I just wanted to explain. So my right hand man, went down, and then Mom got sick, and then she was hurt, and Gage had finals. So I was pushing myself to the limit, and I was trying to, I'm trying to walk the dogs more, be healthy, and it's good for them, it's good for me. So this is my rescue. This is Billie Holiday. So, I just wanted to kind of explain more. So hopefully you guys comment, like, if you want to hear about Billie, like, I'll do a vlog about anything. I'll talk about anything, basically. I just wanted to keep raising awareness, kind of let you guys know what was going on, and let you guys know not to be worried, that, I'm okay. I just, like, I told them, like, I'm keeping a journal. Nothing is sudden. It's just, you have to listen.